Tom Cruise, the legendary Hollywood star, is known for his flawless image and radiant smile. However, few know that behind his dazzling career lies a complex figure with strained and difficult relationships. While beloved by many, Cruise has been criticized by some in the industry as a manipulative figure, significantly impacting the lives of others. His personal relationships, especially with high-profile friends like Justin Bieber and Alec Baldwin, have led to public conflicts. Cruise's decisions, particularly in his private life, have created negative effects on those around him. Despite being a major icon in the entertainment industry, Tom Cruise remains a controversial figure, and his story continues to unfold with secrets yet to be revealed. What do you think? Hollywood genius or master manipulator? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more shocking stories. See you in the next one. Katie Holmes, a strong woman, survived a painful and controlling marriage with Tom Cruise. What was once known as a Hollywood romance turned into a nightmare. Obsessed with power and control, Cruise created a cold and tense environment that made Holmes feel watched and controlled. She couldn't be free, always living under strict surveillance by Scientology. In fact, Scientology even held an audition to determine if Holmes was suitable to become Cruise's wife. Unable to continue living in such stifling conditions, Holmes secretly planned her escape. After the divorce, Cruise continued to control her, demanding that she not date publicly for 5 years, as if she were still his property. The most painful part for Holmes was Cruise's complete absence from their daughter Suri's life, leaving her with an indescribable pain. However, Katie Holmes rebuilt her life, found happiness, and revived her career after breaking free from Tom Cruise's shadow. Her daughter is now growing up in a better environment, free from the pressures and control of Cruise. The relationship between Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise is not just a Hollywood controversy, but a long-standing feud that has spanned decades. It all started with their collaboration on Interview with the Vampire, 1994, a project where Pitt felt uncomfortable due to Cruise's over-the-top behavior. Their relationship became increasingly strained as Pitt felt stifled by Cruise's flashy persona and attention-seeking nature. They were two polar opposites. Cruise always lived in the spotlight, while Pitt sought authenticity and naturalness. The feud between these two stars escalated with major projects such as Inglourious Basterds, 2009, and Valkyrie, 2009. Cruise, known for his strong self-promotion, was criticized after the failure of Valkyrie, while Pitt, with his modest and serious approach, gradually became a respected actor. Despite both achieving success, their rivalry has only grown stronger, and 30 years later they have never collaborated again. The relationship between Justin Bieber and Tom Cruise became a hot topic in 2019 when Bieber publicly challenged Cruise to a fight in the octagon, stating, "I want to challenge Tom Cruise to fight in the octagon. If he doesn't accept, he might be scared and wouldn't survive." Although Bieber later clarified that it was just a joke, the tension between the two was not trivial. Some speculated that this animosity might stem from Cruise's arrogant attitude and his sense of superiority. Moreover, Cruise has faced criticism for his devotion to Scientology and the way he controls everything, from movie productions to personal relationships. Bieber, like many others, couldn't stand Crew's demeanor, which only added to the growing tension between them. Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley, not only disliked Tom Cruise, but also held him in contempt. After their first meeting 20 years ago, Presley decided she never wanted to be in the same room with him again. The reason behind this disdain was not only Crew's personality, but also related to Presley's complicated relationship with Scientology, the cult to which Cruise had pledged his unwavering loyalty. After realizing the true nature of Scientology, Presley chose to leave the organization and refused to be controlled by people like Cruise, who is considered the golden boy of Scientology. With her determination to escape the control of both the cult and Cruise, Presley built a strong legacy, proving that freedom and resilience are the most important things, regardless of the pressures and manipulation from those around her. Do you think she is strong? Leave number 1 if so. Mickey Rourke, known for his powerful and sometimes controversial roles, publicly criticized Tom Cruise when asked about his success. Rourke didn't hesitate to call Cruise an action star with a monotonous acting style, suggesting that Cruise's career revolves around maintaining a strong personal image rather than developing true acting skills. Rourke believes that Cruise is a flashy product of Hollywood, while true actors like Al Pacino and Robert De Niro are the ones willing to take risks and showcase diversity in their roles. The relationship between Rourke and Cruise became even more strained as Cruise continued to dominate the box office with flashy films lacking depth, while Rourke always sought truth and complexity in his performances. Tom Cruise, a renowned Hollywood star, is known for his flawless image and prominence on the big screen. However, behind that success lies a story of power and manipulation within the Church of Scientology. Cruise quickly rose to become a leader of Scientology, surpassing John Travolta, who was once a loyal follower and one of the most powerful figures in the church. According to disclosures, Cruise not only earned the love of Scientology leader David Miscavige, but also had direct access to him, something Travolta never had. With his arrogance and ambition, Cruise manipulated the organization, securing special privileges, such as luxury gifts and exclusive perks, while Travolta, despite being a major star, was left to fade into the background. The relationship between Cruise and Travolta is a stark example of the ruthlessness of power, as Cruise continued to strengthen his control and eliminate any competitors on his path to dominating Scientology, leaving Travolta to witness betrayal and fade from his leadership role. This is not only about power, but also about loyalty and personal ambition. Nicole Kidman, during her 11-year marriage to Tom Cruise, endured suffocating control and lost her sense of self. Despite winning an Oscar and achieving great success, behind the glitz and glamour, Kidman felt empty and alone. Cruise gradually drained her of all her energy, leaving her exhausted and depressed, even though she continued to succeed in her career. When she received her Oscar, the only feeling she experienced was profound loneliness, as success could not compensate for the emotional wounds left by her marriage. The sudden breakup with Cruise was a huge shock, and it took Kidman a long time to recover. But after the divorce, she overcame the pain, rebuilt her life, and found happiness with Keith Urban. Despite Cruise's efforts to destroy her, Kidman emerged stronger, proving that no one could extinguish the fire within her. Judd Apatow, one of the most prominent directors and producers in Hollywood, did not hesitate to criticize Tom Cruise harshly. While many in the entertainment industry choose to stay silent about Cruise's eccentric actions, Apatow directly exposed the truths behind his career. Apatow not only mocked Cruise's shocking action scenes, but also criticized his arrogant attitude and self-importance toward the Hollywood elite. Apatow argued that Cruise's career is not just about action scenes on screen, but also a constant performance, especially as he continuously uses Scientology as a tool to create a strong personal image and control his career. Apatow, known for his outspoken nature and strong opinions, criticized Cruise for not being open to mental health treatment and instead choosing to face all challenges alone, forcing himself through them. This prompted Apatow to speak out, suggesting Cruise try antidepressants rather than resisting help from therapy. Apatow further claimed that had Cruise been willing to listen and accept help from psychological therapy, perhaps he wouldn't have faced the continuous mental health crises in his career. This was a powerful criticism aimed at someone who is not only famous, but also deeply influential in the film industry. In 2013, Mark Wahlberg couldn't stand it when Tom Cruise compared his work in the film industry to the sacrifices made by soldiers in Afghanistan. Wahlberg, famous for his role in Lone Survivor, reacted strongly to this comparison. With his first-hand experience from his movie, Wahlberg couldn't accept Cruise equating his work in movies with the sacrifices of the military. Wahlberg criticized Cruise for his arrogance and disrespect for the sacrifices made by soldiers. He argued that the dangerous stunts Cruise performs in action films cannot be compared to the real challenges the military faces in real life. Wahlberg emphasized that the difference between Hollywood and reality is clear, and Cruise, despite being a film star, is just a pampered actor, not someone who sacrifices like real soldiers. Wahlberg's criticism extended to Cruise's failure to understand the difference between the real world and the fictional world Hollywood creates, making it impossible for him to accept the comparison Cruise made. Russell Crowe has always been known for his loyalty and protective nature, especially when it comes to his close friend Nicole Kidman. When it comes to Tom Cruise, Crowe's animosity towards him is not a spontaneous feeling, but rather a deep-seated objection related to how Cruise treated Nicole Kidman during their marriage. Crowe, who has always defended his friends, particularly Kidman, could never forgive Cruise for his actions throughout his marriage to her. The tension between Crowe and Cruise became even more apparent during the filming of The Mummy, 2017, when rumors circulated that Crowe couldn't stand Cruise's presence on set. Crowe has always maintained a strong stance on loyalty and fairness, and for him, Cruise did not treat Kidman fairly. This only intensified the animosity between them, leading Crowe to refuse to work with Cruise during the production of the film. Is this hostility worthy of Tom Cruise? Leave your opinion in the comments section below. Alec Baldwin, known for his blunt and decisive personality, has not hesitated to criticize Tom Cruise, especially regarding his connection to Scientology. Baldwin criticized Cruise's high salary, arguing that Hollywood could be more fair if Cruise didn't earn the enormous sums he received for his films. The tension between Baldwin and Cruise became even more strained when Scientology was reportedly trying to recruit Baldwin's daughter, Ireland Baldwin, into the organization. Baldwin, famous for his short temper, couldn't accept Cruise's manipulation of the entertainment industry. He believed that Cruise built his empire not just through talent, but also by manipulating Hollywood and personal relationships. Baldwin also criticized Cruise for his arrogance and ambition in maintaining power within the industry. The friction between the two stars is not only about money, but also reflects the unfairness and manipulation that exist within the film industry. Brooke Shields was one of the first to be publicly criticized by Tom Cruise in 2005 when he openly attacked her for using antidepressants to treat postpartum depression. As a staunch Scientologist, Cruise claimed that mental illness didn't exist and that antidepressants weren't the solution for postpartum depression. Shields didn't just respond strongly, but also spoke out in defense of the millions of women battling postpartum depression. She refused to let Cruise manipulate her and fiercely opposed his misguided views on mental health. Shields not only reacted to Cruise's criticism, but also emphasized that Cruise's understanding of postpartum depression was incorrect, feeling a responsibility to speak up not just for herself, but for the women facing similar struggles. She turned this incident into an opportunity to support mothers in need, especially those struggling with postpartum depression. Although Cruise later apologized, this incident left a lasting impact on their relationship, and Shields made it clear that she no longer wanted to have any contact with him. Love him or hate him, Tom Cruise remains one of Hollywood's most enigmatic figures. His talent is undeniable, but the controversies surrounding him paint a far more complicated picture. Is he a brilliant actor who built his empire through sheer determination? Or is there a darker side to his influence? The truth may never be fully uncovered, but one thing is certain. Tom Cruise's legacy will continue to spark debate for years to come. What's your take on his story? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening content. See you in the next one.